Hello, everyone. I'm really happy to be here this morning, and I'm really happy to see all of you, some people who were here last year from Zero, and some new faces. It's a really exciting day for us. It's an exciting time, actually, because as you know, we're going to be releasing our V1 in the next couple of few weeks. So this morning, I'm only here to give you a very quick intro to what is going to happen in the next hour and a half. So what is going to happen is you're going to see the members of the Melon port development team who are going to present what we've been doing in the past few months. As Mona said, we have been working really hard, and we're very happy today to present what we've been working on. So before starting, just a small refresher. This shouldn't be nothing new, but what is Melon? Melon is an open source, very important, open source protocol for on-chain asset management. And technically speaking, Melon is a set of rules that implement the behavior of an investment fund that are coded into smart contracts. So really, I think the best way to understand what is Melon is to look at a small screencast that one of my colleagues, Simon, did yesterday. So this is a sneak peek into the new Melon Manager interface that hasn't been rolled out yet. It's not completely finished, but this should give you a good overview of what's going on. So this is how it starts. When you go on the Melon Manager interface, you see the list of all of the existing funds on the network. You can browse them, you can visit the funds, you can invest in them. So right now, nothing really interesting is happening. We're just creating wallets, so you can just forget about that. So what Melon allows you to do is to set up a fund on-chain, on the Ethereum blockchain at the moment, and to manage your fund completely on-chain without any intermediary. So here we're going to actually set up a fund. When you set up a fund, you select the exchanges that you want your fund to trade on. You give your fund a name. So here we're going to do 0x, Kyber, and Oasis DEX. Then you're going to be picking your fee structure, so very, very similar to the traditional world, management fee, performance fee. And then we're going to be defining a risk profile. So John, a little bit later today, is going to speak about that. So what the Melon protocol allows you to do is to define some rules that are going to be enforced by the blockchain on your behavior as a manager. So that could be maximum number of position, maximum concentration, it could be an asset list, a blacklist, whatever. And those rules are going to be coded into smart contracts. So here we're about to create the fund. So far we didn't touch the blockchain, and it's going to happen now. So this is the summary of what we're going to be deploying to the blockchain. And this will happen in 9 steps. So this is going to go quite fast. But Travis, who is going to speak right after me, is going to kind of speak about those 9 steps. They're basically the deployment of the different components of your fund. So we just go through them, and then we're deploying the policy max position, which is kind of like the last step in the setting up of the fund. And once that is going to be done, we're going to be able to invest in our own fund. So the fund, if there is no asset in it, it's not really useful. So here we're going to be investing, I think, 5 wrapped Ether into the fund. So we're going to get 5 shares of the fund. So this happens in 3 steps. Again, it's fast-forwarded so that we don't lose too much time. And there you go, you have a fund deployed on the Ethereum blockchain. It's your fund, no one can shut it down, no one can take it away from you. You're the owner of that. And now anyone can come and invest. This is the interface that you have as a manager. So you can see all of the kind of basic information, share price, NAV, inception date. You can see the holdings. So right now in the holdings, we only have wrapped Ether. You see the order book, which is this has been a lot of work. We actually are here aggregating different order books from different decentralized exchanges. So we have Oasis DEX, Radar Relay, and Kyber. So it's really cool because you can either see all of the order books aggregated, or you can choose which one you want to trade on. And here I believe that we're going to be buying some Melon on Oasis DEX. So as you see here on the right side, you have kind of the trading interface where you're going to be placing your order. Here it's going to be then a market order. You're going to take this existing order, And there you have your trade has been done. So trade settlement, everything included. There is no, time to wait or anything except for like the block time, obviously. And now your asset allocation has been has evolved. So now you have Melon and WETH. So I'm gonna stop the video here. There is actually like much more. It's like a 15-minute video. So anyone who wants to see more detail of that, I will invite you to reach out to me later, or Simon, or anyone from the team will be able to give you, the full demo. So after that, you can redeem, you can invest in other funds, you can shut down your fund, whatsoever. Cool. So that is what we have been working on. So I think it's the right time to kind of like give you a small update on where we are now. Before doing that, again, I would like, Mona did it, but I would also like to really congratulate the whole team and thank them for the hard work. And also, I would like to thank Mona for her hard work. And I think she has been, the best CEO that you could hope for a development team. She has been supporting us in every possible way. So I think she deserves an applause. Cool. So now, where are we? So as you know, by the end of February, we're going to be releasing V1 of the protocol. So we have a couple of last things that we're doing right now. So last week, we did the token migration, meaning that we transformed the old Melon token into a new Melon token. And I will take this occasion to tell you that if you haven't migrated your Melon tokens, and if you're in self-custody of those tokens, please migrate your tokens ASAP. We can even help you here during the conference. So that is done. Then we have completed a couple of security audits with different auditors, and we're right now undergoing the last audit, which the results should come on Monday. The next thing is we're going to be launching a bug bounty, a public bug bounty on the mainnet. There is a very nice bounty pool, so if you're a developer, I invite you to participate and try to find vulnerabilities and to disclose them to us. So then the interface that you have seen is fully functional. We're actually very proud, and I want also to congratulate the front-end team because it is a lot of hard work. But as you could see as well, there are some details that needs to be polished, so that's what we're going to be doing in the next few weeks until end of February. And then finally, the release. So now you saw the interface, and it seems, like very simple. Like there are not so many features and all of that. But trust me, for the blockchain developers here in the room, you must know that it's like actually really painful and cumbersome. So what we're going to learn from the next presentations is how we go to this kind of like manager interface and what is under the hood, what is in the background. So first, we're going to start from the back end, and we're going to go progressively to the front end. So as a first presentation, we'll have next Travis Jacobs, who is going to give you a tour of the protocol and kind of like a great overview of the smart contracts. Then we'll have Gotham, who is going to be speaking about how we connected decentralized exchanges with the Melon protocol. So as you know, we have integrated 4 decentralized exchanges, but I'll let Gotham kind of like give you the lowdown on that. Then we're going to have a very interesting presentation, especially for the people with a financial background here, on risk engineering by John, who has been working on the whole risk engineering aspect of the Melon protocol, which is absolutely innovative and fascinating, I think. So this is going to be great. And after that, we'll have a coffee break, because this will already be a lot of content. We'll need a small break before going into the front end. So Simon, our head of front end, will be presenting the kind of like architecture that we have, because the Melon protocol is not just smart contracts. You have in between so many layers of things that are happening. You have a JavaScript library, you have a data layer, you have obviously the front end. So Simon is going to kind of like show you all of that. So with that, I would like to thank you, and I'll pass it on to Travis, who is our lead protocol developer. Thank you.